Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Andrew Suey, and today I'm going to be doing my physics presentation for you. The everyday life phenomenon that I have chosen to talk about today is why or how a soccer ball moves through the air when it's hit. So for me, this is a pretty big part of my daily life as I play soccer around 5 to 7 times every week. And I want to know all the different ways that you can hit a ball through the air in order to help my game reach the next level. So today I'll be talking about 4 different types of movement when hitting a soccer ball. So we'll be talking about curve, both with the inside and outside of your foot. We'll be talking about making a soccer ball dip, and we'll be talking about a knuckleball. Before we can get into that, however, we're going to have to talk about something called the Magnus effect. Now, the Magnus effect is the force that is exerted on a rapidly spinning cylinder, or in our case, a sphere that is moving through the air. This force is responsible for the swerving of the ball when it is hit or thrown with spin. So the first type of movement that we're going to talk about is the curve. And we already said that the curve can happen with the inside of your foot or with the outside of your foot. When the ball is kicked off center, the ball spins. The direction and speed of the spin will determine how much it curves during flight. So the curve of the ball during the flight phase is known as the Magnus effect, which is what we just talked about. As the ball spins, friction between the ball and the air causes the air to react to the direction of the spin of the ball. So when a player kicks the ball off center, or to the right of the center, the ball will spin counterclockwise, and the Magnus force acts left, causing the ball to turn left. So if you hit the ball this way, it will curve back this way. When it is kicked to the left of center, however, over here, the Magnus force acts right, and it will cause the ball to curve right. Now we're going to talk about dip. So a dip is a little bit different than curve, because in a dip, you're not hitting the ball to the left or the right of center. You're going to be hitting it from underneath the center point. This is used a lot in professional soccer to make the ball rise quickly over a wall and down into the net. The Magnus effect is still in effect here, except it's more of a downward spin on the ball. The ball is kicked as low as possible so that the ball rises up, and the Magnus force acts on it from above and causes it to drop back down. So in quick motion, you hit the ball underneath, the ball rises and spins downward quickly. Now we're going to be talking a little bit about how to hit a ball so that it knuckles. Now a knuckleball is a lot different than dip or curve because you're not trying to get any type of movement on the ball. You want the ball to stay as stationary as possible. So to do this, you're going to hit the ball directly in the center of the ball with the inside of your foot. It takes a lot of skill to perfect it, but it is a movement, so we're going to talk about it nonetheless. Because the ball has no spin, the Magnus force acts on it from all over, causing it to move unexpectedly in the air. This causes the ball to be extremely hard to predict for goalkeepers, which makes it a really, really cool skill to learn. So thank you for listening to all 4 of the different ways you can move a ball through the air. Remember, it's the curve with the inside of your foot and the outside of your foot, the dip, where the ball is struck from underneath, and a knuckleball, where you hit it directly in the center so that the Magnus force acts on it from all over, causing it to move unexpectedly. These are my works cited, and thank you. Have a great day.